My name is Anne Nakanwaji, and my character figure is Joseph. The title is A Man of Destiny, Genesis 37. Joseph's family. Joseph had 11 brothers, and his father favored him because he was Rachel's son, the first child. Joseph did not have a good rapport with his brothers. There was a time he brought a bad report about them to his father, and his father loves him more than any of them. He was a dreamer, and his dreams revealed he was going to reign over all of them. So his brothers were jealous of him. Consequently, he was sold to the Ishmaelites, and he ended up in Egypt. The Lord was with Joseph. Potiphar, one of Pharaoh's officials, bought him, and this divinely positioned him. He became a slave in a foreign land, prosperous slave. And here we see true prosperity is knowing God is with you. Prosperity is keeping God's vision alive in your heart. Potiphar put Joseph in charge when he saw that the Lord was with him. God blessed Potiphar's household and everything he had because of Joseph. Joseph maintained his integrity. That is in Genesis 39, 7 to 19. Potiphar's wife seduced Joseph. But in the midst of temptation, Joseph said, "How could I do such a wicked thing and sin against God?" His concern was what would God think. He remained true to his leadership and God. Joseph was faithful in the midst of prosperity and adversity. In Genesis 40, 1 to 8, that's Joseph in prison. He depended on God, and God positioned him in a place where he would rise to another level. He positioned two people, that's the cupbearer and the baker. And time came when Joseph had to interpret their dreams when they came to him. But Joseph looked at God, for he told the cupbearer and the baker, "Do not interpretations belong to God? Tell me your dreams." He depended on God. Joseph grew in abilities and talent through serving. That's in Genesis 40, verse 4 and verse 8. During times of testing, Joseph continued to serve those he had been placed beneath. He was a servant. Life treated Joseph unfairly again after being sold to Egypt and became a slave. Again in Genesis 40, verse 12 to 14, he was forgotten by the cupbearer uh, after the cupbearer going to Joseph interpreting his dream and everything fell in place. The cupbearer did not remember Joseph. He forgot about him and left him in prison. Joseph rises to power. That is in Genesis 41. God displays his faithfulness and executes his plan. He remained faithful. After 2 years, Joseph is remembered by the cupbearer. He gets audience before Pharaoh. He interprets Pharaoh's dreams and that's foretelling the 7 years of abundance and 7 years of famine. Joseph advises Pharaoh on what should be done. At 30 years, Joseph entered service of Pharaoh and he became second in command to Pharaoh. It was after 9 years when Joseph's brothers came to Egypt. And Joseph told them, "Don't feel sorry about yourself. Don't be upset. Don't be angry about yourself for selling me to this place. Just know that it is God who sent me here ahead of you to preserve life." Joseph chose forgiveness. Consequently, he walked into the fullness of his destiny. life lessons from Joseph's story, Galatians 6:9. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we do not, if we faint not. God is faithful to do all He has promised. Promotion comes from God. Live a life dependent on God. Trust God for every situation that comes into your life. Give God all the glory and forgive others wherever they have wronged you. Whenever forgive others where they have wronged you. God bless you.